Hilaria Baldwin mocked. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. It's a little while since we've visited the cementation of Narcissus that is Alec Perma-Angry Baldwin and Hilaria, how you say cucumber, Baldwin. I've analysed both of these narcissists in the past, demonstrating why they are narcissists and also the fact that there has been cementation between the two of them. And whilst it's usually the case that raging narcissist Alec Baldwin is the individual that comes under the spotlight, from time to time, his aggressive little sidekick, Hilarious Baldwin, pops into the frame, as she has done here. As reported by the Daily Mail and Emily Lefroy, Hilaria Baldwin is trying out new moves on Dancing with the Stars, but it seems that some old habits die hard. Naturally, a programme like Dancing with the Stars would appeal to a narcissist such as Hilaria. It gives her an opportunity to have a platform where she can show off, asserting control over the television audience, receiving fuel from their reactions and any amplification of that through the media, and there's the residual benefit of the money that she makes from her appearance. As a somatic narcissist who revels in her appearance, the opportunity to wear the dresses that show off a lot of skin, her shoulders, cleavage, legs, thighs, etc., appeals to her because she's completely in love with herself. And while she's not a bad-looking woman, the fact is, it is another platform that she can utilise her physical appearance as a means to get to the prime aims. However, her appearance also comes with collateral consequences, as you're about to hear. The 41-year-old was blasted by viewers following an interview with Good Morning America, where she opened up about her Dancing with the Stars journey and moving her children to Los Angeles to film. The star, who was famously accused of faking a Spanish accent in 2020, see parts passing for my analysis of that and why she did it, appeared to have reverted back to speaking in a slight accent during the interview, which viewers immediately noticed. Why the accent is my only question, someone commented on the video, which was shared on social media. The accent, please stop, she's from Massachusetts, slammed another. Why is she talking like a toddler, one viewer questioned. Still trying to sound Hispanic? Stop it already, said another. The fake accent is like nails in a chalkboard, declared someone else. Let's have a reminder of that Spanish fake accent in action. Here, where she pretends to forget the English word onions. Not cucumber this time, onions.
I learned this from when I was a kid. Yeah. Don't look it up online because you'll learn something different. But I learned this from when I was a kid. And he learned YouTube.
Okay,
but I made it before.
Hold on, Hilaria, can you please explain what your...
I don't know what that one is, but I can tell you that my tortilla
so rude.
is potatoes. You have to not cut them too tiny because they're not going to have the right texture. And then my husband hates cebolla.
Onions.
I forgot it. Okay. Cebolla. So he hates cebolla. And so I grind cebolla and ajo together. And we put like a little bit of olive oil in it to like mix it really good. Then we put oil in it just to like see it, look at, I don't know the exact quantity, but it's like that. Then you mix it around and then you let it get to be soft.
Yeah.
This situation is like a fried potato situation.
Yeah. David, please explain yourself.
That will take the whole day to make it. This is just 30 minutes recipe. Everything is...
It's easy.
You can detect that there is an affected Spanish accent there, but to really drive the point home, now listen to her speak without the affected accent from this piece of footage when she was addressing the fact that she'd been exposed for using a fake Spanish accent.
There's some stuff that needs to be clarified. I've tried in the past to be clear, but sometimes people don't always report and write what you say, and I've kind of just put my hands up, but But now we have this great community here, so I can just be straightforward with you. I'm sorry, I got like my crazy hair. So there's been some questions about where I'm born. I'm born in Boston. And then I spent some of my childhood in Boston, some of my childhood in Spain. My family, my brother, my parents, my nephew, everybody is over there in Spain. Now I'm here. And so there was like a lot of back and forth my entire life. And I'm really lucky that I grew up speaking 2 languages. And I'm trying to raise my kids so that they speak 2 languages too. And that's something that's very important for me, especially having my family abroad. So that was one thing. I think people ask sometimes about how I speak. I am that person that if I've been speaking a lot of Spanish, I, tend to mix them. And if I'm speaking more English, or doing a lot of English, then I mix that. It's one of those things.
When you hear them side by side, the difference is discernible. Now let's hear the return of the fake Spanish accent when she's being interviewed in relation to Dancing with Stars. Here it is.
You're taking care of 7 kids and you're competing on this very demanding show at the same time. What is the secret?
People often say that to me. They'll say, oh, I have 1 kid. I don't know how you do it with 7. 1 kid is hard. 2 kids are hard. 3 kids are hard. You're taking care of a whole nother person. When I was a newer mom, people would tell me all about me time, and I was like, I can't do that because I'll feel guilty. Yes. But it's so important because it makes you a better mom, and it's a good example for your kids because your kids need to have the example to follow that you should follow your dreams. And that is what my kids are seeing me do right now. And it's the most beautiful experience because they're just supportive, because they understand how much I support the whole family, and then now they can give to me, and that's really good for them.
Her use of the fake Spanish accent is character trait acquisition, which is utilised by her narcissism as a means to make her seem more interesting, which then aids with the assertion of control and the drawing with fuel. Previously, back in May, she opened up about her baffling accent in her memoir Manual Not Included, not Manuel, but Manual, explaining her fluctuating Spanish accent is due to ADHD and dyslexia, saying that her brain just works differently. No, it's not. It's character trait acquisition as a consequence of her narcissism, but her narcissism won't allow her to know that, so instead it provides her with a deflecting excuse, which is, it's because of my ADHD and my dyslexia. She said, and these diagnoses greatly impact my speech, my reading, my listening, my focus, my memory, and my self-confidence, she wrote. Well, clearly it has returned because her narcissism deems that it is appropriate to do so, because by portraying herself as supposedly Spanish, it believes that this assists her with the prime aims. It also is an excellent example of how the narcissist doesn't learn. She's been caught out in the past for using a fake Spanish accent and roundly ridiculed. And yet, what does she do? She does it again, because the narcissism keeps telling her that she does actually speak with this accent, and notwithstanding the fact that it results in her being mocked, it persists in maintaining that this is a natural accent for her. The result is she's mocked, and it's the presentation of challenge fuel through the show. But it is rather entertaining to see how her narcissism, by way of character trait acquisition, takes the fake Spanish accent and uses it, and as you've seen from the 3 separate clips, it is noticeable when you compare it as against just how she speaks normally, with her Boston-like accent, and that her narcissism hasn't learned, because of compartmentalization and that sense of entitlement, from having been called out in the past. She has been ridiculed for the use of a fake Spanish accent before, but her narcissism forgets about that. It consigns it to oblivion and causes her to roll it out again, with the collateral consequence that she finds herself being mocked on social media, and then that amplified through legacy media through the likes of the Daily Mail. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.